Hi collective, how are you today? I hope you're doing great. Losing my voice already. So this is going to be the daily read for August 17th. It's the 17th, Wednesday the 17th. It's hump day. Yay, halfway through the week, right? So this is going to be a collective reading just for the energy around us that's surrounding us today. I've asked my spirit guides, my angels to join us for this message. Guys, if you haven't yet hit the like and subscribe button, they all went on the floor. Wow, hold up a second. Okay, gotta pick everything up. All right, so if you guys haven't hit the like, subscribe, share, comment, do that. It helps circulate the channel, and then you're always gonna get a notification. Wow, look at this hair now. You're always gonna get a notification as to the new videos that are posted. So, gosh, all right, this is crazy. So let's just take note. Okay, so let's shuffle again. I don't know what we're doing here. Spirit's getting a little wild on me. Go with this hair, right? It's technically my day off, so I've got a t-shirt and my hair's a mess, so it's all right though. Vision. I'm hearing struggling with something today, collectively, struggling with something. Maybe forward movement, maybe finding your wish fulfillment. I don't know, let's see what Spirit's got for us today. Spirit, 3 cards, please. 3 cards for the collective. Just watching. Yeah, moon energy. Not being able to see, maybe having a hard time trusting our intuition, needing to rest and relax, let go of the things that maybe feel hard and heavy right now. Summon, yeah, summon. I want to say magic is at hand. I'm hearing Spirit say magic is at hand. Lots of purples actually, and I've got a purple shirt on, so maybe that's a sign, right? Maybe that's a sign today. All right, one more card, Spirit. Complicated, yeah. Underlying that is invisible. Yeah, to me, I'm going to go back to it. It feels like you're not able to see. So I've got the moon, summon, complicated, and invisible. So let's take a look here. The moon, lots of purples, some more purple in there, summon, and then we've got complicated. To me, I feel like you're having a hard time envisioning things, having a hard time seeing through. I hear smoke, maybe the smoke, the fog, having a hard time seeing things come to fruition, not understanding how you're going to get there, how it's going to get to where it needs to be for you. Trust in your angels. I'm getting angels. Trust in your angels. I maybe feel like as if some of you may not be able to see the forest for the trees kind of energy, trying to figure it out, trying to play with it, trying to make sense of certain things, maybe feeling a little boxed in, almost maybe feeling like you're drowning in a sense. Golly, 11. Things feel a little heavy. Things feel a little heavy again. It kind of reminds me of last week around the time of the full moon, where things just seem to be a little heavier than they needed to be, and you might be picking up on some of that energy again for some reason. So let's see, Spirit, guides, 3 cards, please. 3 cards. They're just throwing everything, and I mean everything out at me today. What is going on? Getting nervous energy. Again, maybe from not knowing or not seeing what's coming around the bend. I really feel like this situation, whatever's going on, is calling for you to trust. I'm seeing a lot of 3s. 3s to me, I always think of, it's almost like 3 of Pentacles energy. You're going to have to work together with somebody. There will be cause for celebration in due time. So I've said this so much lately, I feel like I'm repeating myself like a broken record. Let things take their course. And that really seems to be the aspect of stuff. We had Taurus was in the center of the North Node, and then you had, during the full moon period, and then we had Uranus and Mercury sitting in Taurus, which is reminding us to slow down and just, it's like the tortoise and the hare. slow and steady wins the race, right? And I think that was the title for Cancer's video as well. So maybe check that out too, if this is resonating with you, if that's your calling. But it's like I feel like you want to step out into something. You want to step into something that may require a group effort, that may require you seeing things differently, but yet it's also like you're only seeing parts of it right now, not understanding how to get there. And I feel like for some of you too, it's a matter of whether or not you want to put your heart on the line as well. Always find love in every situation that you're in, even if it's tough. And if it's loving yourself, if it's loving another, if it's just being kind, be a nice human, being a kind human. Just let it do its thing. 1111 again, see, that's really been, I've got 3 11s on the board right now. That's very much trusting, but I also feel like you're guarding yourself against that because you're not trusting right now. You're finding it hard to trust in whatever is going on for you. So just let the chips fall and let them lay where they lie. And then you decide what you need to do, is really how I feel about that. I feel like some of you are carrying your tension and stress, upper body area as well. So, do like a quick body scan, like if you were meditating, am I clenching my forehead? Am I biting down on my jaw? Am I shoulders to my ears? I know like I get like that and my shoulders are up to my ears and I feel awful as a result of me being in that. You may feel like you're lacking control right now too. Like maybe the things around you that you want to see happen and have happen, you're not seeing them come together as you had wished or had hoped, or you feel like there's a lot of resistance to the situation. Got anxiety and the angel of strength, and the strength being tied to the world and the heart chakra. And it's like, or maybe trying to master your emotions, trying to hold yourself together. To me, it feels like composure, like trying to compose yourself, trying to have the strength to endure whatever this anxietized feeling is coming from. So be patient with yourself in that regard, walking away from situations, adjacent possibilities. I'm going to go back to the simple fact that, like in the beginning, it's like you're just not able to see what's coming. So because there's so many different ways that so many different things can play out. And I'm getting the number 7, which always for some reason reminds me of the 7 of Cups. Like, what's out there? What are my options? Adjacent possibilities, and the underlying to me is always like there's so many doorways to go through. There's so many options that can be had. What is the best for me? And sometimes I feel like for some of you, instead of taking forward action, you may be just sitting there going, well, then I'm just not going to do anything because I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to, kind of throw an adult temper tantrum and just go, well, fine, then I'm just going to sit here because I don't know what to do. I don't know where this is taking me. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. It's okay to take a pause and reflect and just go, okay, like I need some time to figure this out. And then start off small and just ask yourself, like, okay, what is it today that I can do to get me closer to the goals? But I think you need to also take heed of your goals, pay attention to your goals. What is it that you're trying to reach? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? And then every day, even if you're just doing a little bit to get you to where you want to go, then just do that little bit and go from there. Try not to stay in stuck energy, because that can really slow down our progress. And in the same breath, we go just as we need to go forward as well. So you may have pushed yourself quite a bit in the past here recently, and now you're being asked to slow it down, and there it is. 7 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. I feel like you may be feeling like somebody's robbing you of the space to heal, the space to rest. So if you're finding there's a lot of chaos around you as well, I feel like for some of you too, it may be, I'm hearing from Spirit, I just need time. Like I just need time to myself. So if you need to take a time out to calm yourself, to relax yourself, to sage yourself, to meditate, just, to read a book, to write a paragraph, like whatever it is that you do, and you need that time, take that time, make that time for yourself. And if you feel like there are people around you that aren't respecting that boundary, like you're trying to hold on for what's yours. 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. you're trying to preserve yourself right now. And, you know, so you need to take and be aware of that energy and do what you need to for you at this time, because I feel like the more you sit in this of not knowing and not understanding and chaos, or what feels like chaos around you, the harder it is for you to come out of it. So try not to stay in that place for too long. Okay. 2 more cards to clarify. Spirit. Oh my gosh. Spirit's like, here, instead of 2, 3 cards, we're going to give you 7. There's that number 7 again, right? Just kind of come out of my, oh, here we go again. What is going on today? I know the energies, I haven't checked the alignments right now, but everything seems a little wonky today for some reason. So, okay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit, thank you. All right, over top of the moon, we've got the World, the High Priestess, 9 of Cups. Yeah, you're being asked, and this is where I was like, I'm not sure that you're really following your intuition. You may be blocking it, or I'm thinking, also hearing that the way this is changing, you're having to look through your intuition in a different way to get to your wish fulfillment. You know, it's like, as we change and grow and we go through cycles, we come to a different understanding, we come to a different perspective of things. Even though the Hangman is not on the table, this is how I'm seeing it. It's like, it's time to like flip the way you were viewing things. You know, your intuition may be coming into you a little differently. Like an example of that, when I read, I never really used to get dates or names. I'd get maybe a letter or something, but all of a sudden months started coming in, and then I started getting names. So it was like learning to work with my intuition in a different way that I'd never got to before, something that didn't always come in for me. It was just on an occasion. So now it's on the regular. So it becomes a little different, and it's learning to work with your intuition in different ways. That's going to lead you to some fulfillment. There we go. Sorry guys. So you've completed a cycle. Things are shifting, things are changing. You know this, you know that it's going to lead you to something better, but it's learning to trust the process as it goes along. It's learning to trust yourself. It's learning to know when to say no to things that just feel to be too hard and complicated for you. So let's clarify. Spirit. I feel like for some of you, you may be dealing with either two people, 2 situations, a person and a situation, something to that effect. There's that damn 7 of Swords again. I do not like that guy at all. At all. Doesn't matter how he comes out. I don't like anything that he pertains to. All right, so you've got your Ace of Pentacles, your Page of Wands. You're learning. You're in a stage of learning. You're learning new. I think you may be learning too what was some self-sabotaging tendencies in the past. You may be learning about the people around you, how they have served you or how they haven't. You're learning to master certain aspects of life. And that's what does make it complicated. 7 of Wands on the bottom of that. You know, defending, shutting down, restricting, you know, who's coming in, who's coming out, and having to set those boundaries again. Boundaries have been so heavy too lately. It's like repetitive messages, but there's a reason for it. But you know, there's growth. You're learning how to, there's a need to learn how to, if you haven't, how to take that action in a more mature way. And there's also the side of it too that I feel like there are people who their actions have been deceiving, or what they've offered has been deceiving. You may see that there's somebody in your life too that presented themselves to be a certain way. And now you're realizing that, like, the honeymoon phase, basically, it could be friendship, relationship, whatever. It was deceiving. Like, they're not who they first presented themselves to be as well. So be discerning of the behaviors and how they, you know, move forward. You know, their people's actions are always telling as to who they truly are. Okay, let's clarify. Community. Oh, golly. Hearing 3 is a crowd. So you may be dealing with some third-party energy there. 3 is a crowd. Okay. Let's see. You've got the King of Swords in reverse, the Justice, and the Fool. Clarifying community. I'm hearing from Spirit that I feel like somebody was trying to pull a fast one, is how it comes across to me. Like taking a risk that didn't pay off. It's almost like it feels to me like somebody's coming in with that community card and trying to impede your energy. A third party is coming in trying to impede the balance of what is transpiring. So to me, they were being careless. And for you, it's become, I'm going to go back to that energy up at the top there, that it's like, again, that deceitful sense, right? And then you trying to start anew, but also understanding that you're juggling how you're feeling because things are not as they first presented themselves to be at some point. So that to me, it's like, this will be balanced out. It will become fair. You've got Libra sitting here. It will come to be what it needs to be. You got Libra, Aries. Let's see. So somebody's just being a goddamn clown. It may be just a mature energy too that you're dealing with. And it's kind of like, maybe throwing shade your way. And I think that maybe come up yesterday or something in somebody's reading about how it's like some condescending remarks. So it's kind of like throwing some shade and kind of being shitty about things. Like, again, their demeanor has shifted and changed compared to what you were used to in the beginning. All right, let's clarify the heart chakra card. I swear everything starts off as non-love related and then it just shifts into that for some reason. All right, so I'm gonna leave that guy like that. All right, so we got the Ace of Cups. The Hangman came out sideways, and I'm gonna read it just like that. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. And then 10 of Pentacles. You know where it's like, I feel like you're in the middle of a cycle. Some cycles are closing out, some are in the midst of them. And this particular aspect of the heart space, I feel was like in the midst, like it's a midst of transformation for you, a midst of understanding. And you maybe, I almost feel like teetering back in matters of the heart. This reading is all over the place. From this to that, to this to that. But I feel like you're kind of teetering, like, could something start anew? I remember the things that were put together. I'm looking at the things that I've worked on. How do I bring this together? How do I tie these things in together to reach full stability? Because I feel like you took Ace of Wands, Strength, and the 10 of Pentacles. Like you really put in a lot of passion. And it took a lot of passion, strength, and courage to get you to where you felt even remotely stable. And now that you're there, again, new cycle, middle of the cycle, whatever you want to call it, you've got to re-examine. Like this is now, I'm starting to focus on the heart space. I feel like the heart space is starting to open up. You're bearing the fruits of the labor and the time and the energy and effort that you've put in, but you're also seeing it differently. I feel like right now you're in the midst of seeing a lot of things differently, and that may be where a lot of that confusion and things feeling complicated or not following or trusting our intuition, or we see that the way our angels or our guides are speaking to us is coming out differently. And it may feel a little odd to you. There's that 7 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? Again, that 7 kept coming out in the beginning. Choices, decisions, understanding what is available to you and trying to work with that. Let's clarify this walking away. 9 of Swords. And then, here, I'll show this to you in a second. What else you got for us, Spirit? And the Moon again. So right above walking away, we have the anxiety card, and then we've got the 9 of Swords, which is pretty much the same damn thing, right? So, when you're walking away, you're manifesting. I feel like you might be walking into some illusionary energy because you're dealing with this anxiety, because you're dealing with those sleepless nights. It's like you're not getting the rest that you need. So you're not seeing things clearly at all. You're not seeing them for what they are. And again, you may not have seen this person, whoever this person is that seems to be pulling some energy from you, draining you. You may not have seen this, and it's kind of like, did you manifest it? Like I'm kind of going, did you manifest this? Are you blocking your ability to manifest things because you're sitting in this energy? And like I said, the 7 of Cups was on the bottom there. We have the adjacent possibilities, which to me in this particular deck, the energy oracle is very much 7 of Cups energy. What direction am I going to pick? What choice am I going to make? How am I going to do this? Trying to see past the darkness of the moon, waiting for the light to come in, so that you can see things in a different perspective. There's that, the need for the hangman to come out like this rather than like this or this, right? Because you're just not sure. You're really stuck in contemplation mode, and it feels really heavy and really complicated, and you're not sure what to do. And that can be a very uncomfortable place to be in, because we're like, am I making the right choice? Am I not making the right choice? But I feel like you need to fall back to your intuition. Cleanse your house, do some decluttering, get yourself a bath, sage yourself, meditate, sleep, pray, eat, whatever, watch a movie, Eat, Pray, Love came up to me. I love that. It's one of my favorite movies. I love Julia Roberts. So if you have to do those little things that require self-care to help make you feel better, so that when you get up tomorrow or maybe later on this afternoon or something like that, you feel a little more grounded in what it is that you're doing. Ground your energy, sit down, ground yourself, connect with the earth, connect your intuition and your crown chakra and your third eye to the divine. Allow them to step in and guide you. Do some sleep hypnosis, some sleep meditation, call in your spirit guides, whatever it is that's going to bring you clarity. And Against the Grain fell out of the deck when I was shuffling, and Against the Grain, there's that resistance, that whole, I'm just going to throw myself a temper tantrum and just sit here because nothing seems like it's working. So I'm just going to throw myself down, not have faith. And you're being asked to trust. You're being asked to trust where you're at right now. To me, this is always this reminds me of like Mother Teresa, I don't know why, it just does. So it's like, again, ask your guides, ask for guidance, ask for help, ask for the divine to step in, and give you some indication as to what it is that you need to do for yourself. Don't be afraid to do what you need to do for you, always. So let's get 2 more cards of advice from Spirit, and then we're going to wrap this up. And hopefully I'll have a few minutes to get some more of the mid-August readings out. All right, guys. So the perfection of your life and what is already with you. So again, I think this is really asking you, I feel like you know what it is that you want. I know that you know what it is that you need, but you're pushing against it with the resistance that you're having. Because what you need, the tools that you need to use right now is what is already with you. It's already within you. You have to trust this process of transformation that you're going through, it's like, it kind of reminds me of kaleidoscope. Like, it's got to expand. Like, you got to turn it and watch it turn and watch it transform. It's really like, I can just see myself like looking down the lens of a kaleidoscope and just watching it change and transform. And I don't know why I'm getting this message, but if for someone who has had cancer or some type of cellular issue, I feel like it's dying down. Like, something there too is transforming. It's so crazy that I usually do not get anything like that, but like, I feel like there's a small victory coming through if you've been dealing with health ailments that were somehow cellular structure or something to that regard. Like, it's like, I've prayed, I've asked God, the divine, whoever it is that you utilize, to bring you peace. And so wherever this message is coming from, like, I don't know, I've kind of got like chills going up my back from that one. Like, you've envisioned yourself to be better. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with Joe Dispenza. I highly recommend his books. We, through heart and brain coherence, and this card is laying on the heart chakra. This is completely off of where we were, but here's the message. We have the ability to change the genetic programming in our bodies if we're willing to do the work. Just like with anything, you have to be willing to do the work. And to me, it's like you stayed in a high positive vibrational energy, and it's paying off for you. So if you've had some sickness, some ailments, some whatever, I feel like you're going to get relief. Like, we all, like, and it kind of reminds me too, those sevens, like they say every 7 years our bodies like rejuvenate and redo whatever it is that they're doing, and like reset. And that's kind of, again, the energy that I'm getting with this particular card is You're just going through a cycle. It was just a cycle. It's doing what it needs to do. So this may have been a test of your faith, that inner trust that I seen on the bottom of the deck, to trust. So I've literally got, I don't think you can see them on the camera, but I've got like serious goosebumps from that. Ooh, golly. I don't know what you're doing, but it's working. So keep doing it. So that to me is like a specific message for somebody. So that's probably not going to resonate with all of you at all. However, and 4 and 3, 7 again, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. So if you're seeing sevens, pay attention. Interesting. So for the rest of you though, it's coming out of this complicated lack of feeling like you've been involved with your intuition, that your intuition has changed, and you're dealing with these people that, you know, they're not as who they seem they used to be, or who you thought they once were when you first met them. And that's okay. Like I feel like you have to give everybody the benefit of the doubt to prove themselves to you. You know, like when you meet somebody, nobody's going to come in and be like, hi, I'm so-and-so and I'm an asshole. They're going to show you their best self. So allow them to show you who they are in due time, and then take it for what it is. Our actions will always speak louder than our words, because that's when people show us who they truly are. So guys, we are at 26 minutes already. Long daily collective reading today. Little things for everybody, I feel like. So guys, continue to work on yourself. Try not to stress. And I know it's easy for me to say, it's always easier said than done. But examine your choices, but also don't sit where you feel like you're instead of dealing with it, you're running off the other direction. If you need to take a time to reprieve, pull yourself together so you feel like you can deal with it. Again, make yourself a little list. If you feel like you don't know where to start on something, a small little list. And if today all you do is one thing, so be it. And if maybe today is just the day that you just do nothing. And to do nothing is to do something, because you're saving your energy for you. You're building up that energy. So make sure you're working on you. And then tomorrow start that list, or start that list when you feel ready, but don't hold off either. Because I feel like some of us and some of you and some of whoever is going, okay, like it's just easier to sit here and do nothing than it is to take action right now, because there's not a whole lot of cards of taking action right now. And sometimes we need to pause, but you also don't, again, you do not want to sit in that stagnancy. So I hope that this message resonated with whomever it needed to resonate for. Happy hump day, guys. Hit that like, subscribe, share button. It's greatly appreciated. Feel free to comment. And then, I had a comment and I wanted to just address this, and maybe I should probably change the wording a little differently. These daily reads are for everybody. They're for all signs, just in general, because they're for whoever needs to hear it. And then eventually at some point I will do some extended, but longer readings where there'll be timestamps for each individual sign. I have not had the time to do that, guys, so please be patient with me. But, you know, I encourage everybody to check out the daily, because odds are, you know, if you're being called to look at it, or you're seeing it, there's probably something there for you to hear. Maybe not the whole thing, but a bit or a portion of it could be for you. So again, remember, it's a collective energy. There's, you know, how many billions of people in the world that could be watching this. So just keep that in mind. And then whenever I do all the signs in one video, I'll be sure to put timestamps in there for you guys. So like, subscribe, share. Thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm sending you all of my love. Have a great day, guys. Bye.